Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at an awesome new Elite Trainer box from the Pokémon TCG Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces expansion. Really looking forward to this expansion. A lot of amazing cards that are coming in this expansion. Some nice ones from a collection standpoint, a lot of cool full art cards, but also a number of cards which I think should be really impactful on the competitive side of the TCG as well. So looking forward to that. Have to say, big fan of the artwork on the front of the box here with Walking Wake. Really like the color combination there. The art for the Pokemon is amazing and a really cool background as well. You can see how that artwork translates to the lid of the card box inside there. And one other thing that I'm really looking forward to in particular in this Elite Trainer is the full art foil promo card of Fluttermane. I think that should be really awesome to get as well. So lots of cool stuff to check out inside this new Elite Trainer box. So let's dive in and get started. So many awesome things inside the Elite Trainer box. First off, though, do want to take a look at the card box that we've got here. A great item, allows for, not only storage of cards, but other TCG paraphernalia. Really big fan of these boxes. They make great display items on your shelf. And, the artwork is really impressive for this particular Elite Trainer box. A great image and great colors there. Now, in addition to that, we've got a number of excellent things inside the Elite Trainer box. Great stack of basic energy. Always useful to have more energy around. Some great card dividers with the artwork from the outer packaging there with Walking Wake. And again, that artwork shows up on the sleeves. Really cool. Always a big fan of the different dice that come with the Elite Trainer boxes. I think this is a cool color combination, and in particular, really well done on the bigger die here. Love the sparkles. Love the little bit of transparency that it has. Doesn't quite come through on camera, but a really nice touch, so quite happy with that. Then we've got the excellent player's guide that comes with each trainer box. Big fan of this. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. A couple of markers here. Then we've got the awesome full art foil promo card for Fluttermane. Like I mentioned, big fan of this. I think the artwork looks amazing. Really impressed in general with the colors that seem to be used in the artwork in this particular expansion. Everything looks really crisp and sharp, and interesting to see scenes like this that are darker in coloring compared to some of the bright ones. But overall, really happy with the look of this card, and a great card to add to our collection. Now, in addition to these items, the Elite Trainer box also came with 9 booster packs for Temporal Forces. A great way to sort of kickstart our collection for this particular expansion, and definitely impressed with the cards that we managed to get. So taking a look at some of the ones that jumped out in particular for me. Love the Metagross here. Great artwork. We've got an excellent looking Miraidon. Then our first EX from the new expansion, Iron Boulder EX. Really happy with that. Great looking card. Always exciting when you can get one or more EX cards in a new expansion in the Elite Trainer box. So I think we did pretty well in this particular Elite Trainer box with the cards that we managed to get, but we can review that more closely in a moment. Then we've got a cool supporter card, Cipher Maniacs Code Breaking. Really interesting function. I think this could be a cool card and useful one as well. Then we've got the full art card for Chatot. Love the look of that. Really cool scene. Then we've got another supporter card here, Bianca's Devotion. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or less remaining. Interesting card that could be pretty useful. Then we've got Whimsicott, a really great looking Iron Hands card. A good example here of some of the awesome coloring I think that you see on these cards. I really like the contrast between the yellow and sort of the, I guess we call it a kind of a almost blue-black. So really happy with the look of that. A great card that should be useful. And then a second EX card. We've got Torterra EX. So, like I said, I think we did pretty well here. We've got the 2 EX cards, the full art Pokemon card, and some other useful cards as well. A couple of new supporters from this expansion. Happy to get that Iron Hands and the Miraidon. I think all of those are going to be, quite useful as we start to move into the new expansion and look at decks that we can create. But also great in filling out our, the early stages of our collection from this particular expansion. Now let's take a closer look at the player's guide. Now, as I mentioned, I'm a big fan of the player's guide for each new expansion. Really excellent part of the Elite Trainer box, in my opinion. A great way to get kind of some early insight on the new cards that are available in an expansion, some of the new strategies that may be possible with cards in this expansion, and definitely always fun to look through the checklist and see all of the amazing artwork and cards that are available as part of this new expansion as well. So we'll just take a quick look through the inside. Really cool to see some of the artwork that they choose to include in here. And you can see from the table of contents, a lot of the things that I talked about there, talking about the theme for the new expansion, leaning into the ancient and future Pokemon, which I think is a really cool idea. Definitely a lot of interesting takes that they've come up with here on that theme. And so then talking about the new things that are available in this expansion, we've got the Ace Spec cards. Really interested to see how these play out and what sort of interesting strategies can be crafted with them. They highlight the Master Ball, the Prime Catcher, and the Neo Upper Energy. Really interesting cards, and looking forward to adding a few of those to our collection. And then they're talking about the new Terra Pokemon EX with unusual types. You can see they call out here Wugtrio EX and Farah Giraffe EX. So really cool. I think what they've been doing with those new Terra types for Pokemon adds a little interesting twist to some of the Pokemon that you're used to seeing in different forms. And then, like I said, that emphasis into the ancient and future Pokemon. Looking forward to trying out Gouging Fire EX, Walking Wake EX, and Raging Bolt EX. Love the artwork that they've come up with for these Pokemon, and I think they should be fun to use. And then, continuing on with looking at different card combinations and strategies, Coriodon with the Awakening Drum, Ace Spec card. Then there's the Coriodon EX with the Ancient Booster Energy. Not necessarily strategies or combinations that will lead to success competitively, but just gives you some early thoughts on how you might craft a deck around these new Pokemon and some of these new cards that are available. Again, really impressed with some of the EX cards that we've got in this expansion. Iron Leaves EX, Iron Crown EX, and Iron Boulder EX. Really impressive cards, not only from a function standpoint, where I think they'll be interesting to try out, but also just from an artwork standpoint. They've done a really good job differentiating each type here, and just great ones to add to your collection. We've got Iron Leaves and the Reboot Pod. Definitely think Ace Spec cards are going to open up a lot of interesting ideas and thoughts. And then we've got a cool combo here with Miraidon, Iron Crown EX, and the Future Booster Energy. And then we've got Torterra EX, Whimsicott, and the Hero's Cape. Interesting. Nice that we've managed to get two of those cards right out of the gate here with Torterra EX and Whimsicott. It says Torterra EX has a Titanic 340 HP that can be taken to absolutely gargantuan levels with the help of Hero's Cape. This new Ace Spec card casually adds 100 more HP to the Pokemon it's attached to with no strings attached. If your opponent gets within range of taking down your Torterra EX after a few blows, have no fear, Whimsicott is here. Wafting Heal ability can whisk away the damage counters on your active Pokemon at the cost of discarding all energy attached to it. While this heroic feat might seem costly, Torterra EX can keep the pressure on with its single energy attack, Forest March, which gets more powerful for each Pokemon that you have in play of that type, like Torterra EX and Whimsicott. Very cool. Interesting combination there. Definitely seems like some interesting healing cards / abilities in this expansion. So looking forward to trying those out. And then, carries on here. We've got Feraligatr, Relicanth, and Croconaw. Colossal and the Heavy Baton. Really interesting there. Then talking about abilities, Bramblegast, its Resilient Soul can boost its HP up to 350. So it'll have plenty of staying power to retaliate with powerful needles if you get lucky flipping heads, that is. Rabska with its Spherical Shield, enhanced version of Manaphy's Wave Veil ability. Not only does it protect your benched Pokemon from your opponent's attack damage, it blocks opposing attack effects too. That's really cool. This is definitely going to be an interesting expansion from a strategy standpoint. I think there's a lot of interesting cards and strategies that are going to come out of it, in addition to the fact that we've got rotation as well, which is going to change things up. So you can see Incineroar EX, Fluttermane, Drillbur. Play Drillbur onto your bench to dig your way to a discard pile full of basic fighting energy cards that your Lycanroc or Mudsdale can then attach to your benched Pokemon. Gengar EX, place a gnawing curse on your opponent's Pokemon with this ability that penalizes energy attachments. Even better, it stacks for each Gengar EX you have in play. To encourage your opponent to attach more energy during their next turn, use the Tricky Steps attack to power down their active Pokemon. So it says the ability, whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Really cool idea. And then Tricky Steps, you may move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their benched Pokemon. So definitely some interesting possibilities with Gengar EX there. We've got Matang, Iron Treads. Just a lot of interesting strategies, I think, that are going to be unlocked here. We've got Dunsparce, P-Dove and Unpheasant, Iron Jugulis. So really happy with that. And then, you know, as I said, it gets into the nice checklist for all the cards available in the Temporal Forces expansion. Not too much to see in the first little bit here, all sort of known stuff with the different Pokemon, but I like getting to some of the more rare Pokemon cards at the end, just to see some of those different chase cards that will be nice to pick up as we work on filling out our collection from this particular expansion. Lots of nice ones there. I think that Wug Trio EX will be really cool to pick up. A few more of these regular, or I guess more regular cards to go through for each of the types. Really big fan of that Gengar EX. I think that should be a cool one to get. Farah Giraffe EX should be a nice one as well. Almost there. A lot of cards in the expansion, which I think is cool. Lots of things to collect. We've got the A-Spec cards. You can see the Awakening Drum there. And then we've got the Hero's Cape, the Master Ball, Maximum Belt, Prime Catcher, the Reboot Pod, the Neo Upper Energy. Like that Shift Tree card there, the full art one, really nice. Some really interesting coloring on cards here, like the Deerling and the Sawsbuck full art cards. I love the fact that they go together there. That'll be an excellent one to try to pick up, or an excellent combo to try to pick up. Great looking card for Litten there with the full art and the bookcase. All the Litten sort of paraphernalia around Litten as well. Really cool different ones here. Love the different art styles. I think the style on that Cutie Fly is really nice. Well done. Mudsdale card looks nice. Excadrill. Really impressive cards over here for Minchino and Chinchino. Like that Meltan card as well up there. Definitely a lot of great full art cards here that we'll be chasing as we collect all of the different things that are available for this expansion. Nice Gengar EX art there. Definitely going to be looking to pick up the Iron Crown to go with the Iron Boulder there, like the Gouging Fire, Iron Leaves, Raging Bolt. Just so many great EX cards here. I think they've done a pretty impressive job with the artwork. Lots of different styles, but all look amazing and very collectible. And then we've got the nice gold cards here at the end. Iron Leaves EX, Gouging Fire EX, Walking Wake EX, Iron Crown EX, Iron Boulder EX, and Raging Bolt EX. All amazing looking cards. And then we've even got a nice section at the very end here showing all the different promo cards that you can get. So the ones that are available in the build and battle boxes. We've got the ones from the single booster pack blisters, Carvanha and Bellybolt. And then we've got from the 3 booster pack blisters, the Cleffa and Cyclozar. and then the 2 different Elite Trainer boxes. So we've seen the Fluttermane, really happy with that. But then there is also the Iron Thorns, which is super awesome looking. Can't wait to check that card out in person. So, you know, lots to go through in there, but I'm a big fan of these player's guides. I think they give you a good sort of running start for a new expansion, and always one of the first things I like to look at as we get set to embark on collecting a new expansion. So overall, super happy with what we managed to get in the Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces Elite Trainer box. The Walking Wake artwork and how that is used is really impressive. Nice to get that Fluttermane full art promo card, and you know, a couple of nice EX cards there as well with the Iron Boulder. You know, good start to our collecting for Temporal Forces. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.